Hey there, Agile Adventurer. Just a quick question. What if, for the price of a fancy coffee or half a pizza, you could unlock over 700 hours of the best Agile content on the planet? That's audio, video, e-courses, books, presentations, all that you can think of. But you can also join live calls with world-class practitioners and hang out in a flame war-free and AI slop-clean Slack with the sharpest minds in the game. Oh, and yes, you get direct access to me, Vasco, your Scrum Master Toolbox podcast. No, this is not a drill. It's the Scrum Master Toolbox membership. And it's your unfair advantage in the Agile world. So if you want to know more, go check out scrummastertoolbox.org/membership. That's scrummastertoolbox.org/membership. And check out all the goodies we have for you. Do it now. But if you're not doing it now, let's listen to the podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday, the biggest challenge of the week, and also the coaching conversation of the week. This week with Arun Parameswaran. Hey, Arun, welcome back.
Hello, Duati. So thank you so much for the session. Yeah.
Absolutely. So let's dive into a question, a challenge, something you want to explore together. So on Wednesdays, we focus on learning together, on exploring ideas, and coming up with experiments, because that's what we do as Scrum Masters. We try different things with an expected outcome, of course, and then we learn from that, sometimes alone, sometimes together with the team. So what is the challenge you bring to us this week, Arun?
Yeah. Okay. So I hope everyone were using Scrum in every team. Mostly we know about Scrum, the Scrum guide and everything. We know about it. And we also know about Kanban approach. Yeah. So which is a lean approach. So lean agile way. Also, and with this, when sometimes some teams so we wanted to do some kind of an operation and also kind of a development little bit. So for those kind of teams, so initially Scrum was working fine, but later point of time after some years, so they wanted to change the approach little bit. So we want the Scrum ceremonies.
What was the, when you say they wanted to change the approach, what was the trigger? What was the thing that made the team say, hey, maybe we should try something different?
Exactly. So the main trigger was we want to know what are the topics currently we are working. Yeah. So even though we have in our Scrum board where so we have with the names and everything. So instead of a Scrum board, why can't we have the Kanban board? So that was the question that triggered me to change into an approach to help the team to bring in the Kanban board alone. And the approach is called Scrumban approach. So we tried that. And so the team also wanted to use the Kanban board, but they really need the planning, retrospective, everything. Yeah. So using the Scrumban approach, so we continued the ceremonies. Yeah. But the ceremonies time was little bit reduced. So that were the one of the main focus we wanted, not the focus, but we tried it, we experienced it. So we wanted to experience how Scrumban will also work.
So what were the major changes when you think about what the team were doing before adopting Scrumban? So when they were still doing Scrum, only Scrum before, and then after adopting Scrumban, what were the key differences that you saw in the way the team worked or how they prepared for the sprint? Because there are still sprints in Scrumban. Like, what were the key differences that you observed?
Okay. So the main observation was context switching. Yeah. So before closing it, starting the new one. And also switching to different topics. So when customer asks, start working. So even like sometimes, some things are blocked, but it will be in progress, and they will be working on another topic, and directly the PO comes in and asks what he is working right now. For example, a developer, what he is working right now. Then it will be like, see, it is in progress, but it is a little bit blocked. So then we can introduce a column of blocked. But so we have a certain approach, like in Scrum and Scrum board, where like we cannot keep more uh, uh, options for the states. So what we wanted to change is like the Kanban board approach is mainly using WIP limit. Yeah. So the WIP limit, which helped the developers to not context switch. That was the main thing that Kanban board helped the team
So
members.
you're saying that with the help of the Kanban board, you were able to visualize the
Exactly.
lack of focus, right? Too many things ongoing, maybe too many blocked items, too many items in the block column. And through that, you were able to, with the team and maybe even with the customers, the stakeholders, you were able to say, hey, okay, we can't continue like this, right? Like we need to have lower amount of work in progress items. That would be stories usually in a Scrum team. Is that a fair way to represent what you just described?
Exactly. So that really helped the team not to switch different topics. And also when they complete the task and they take another task, yeah, and also even in progress state with the WIP limit, not more than the agreed WIP limit.
And
Yeah. So if it is
how did you help the team stick to the WIP limit? Because one of the most common anti-patterns that I've seen is a team that is using Kanban or trying to use Kanban, and they even have the WIP limits defined, but then no one enforces it. The team does not enforce it. The PO doesn't enforce it. Of course, the external customers don't enforce it, especially if they are executives, obviously. So how did you help the team not only define, I guess that's clear, they defined because they started using Scrumban and they defined the WIP limits, but how did you help them stick and really follow the WIP limits?
Yeah. So like we mainly made the board visualized to everyone, and also whenever there is a WIP is increased, so we have a kind of a uh, operator of the week. A person will be working as a operator of the week. So he will monitor for the whole week, finds anything that more than the WIP limit is there in the in progress state. One task has been added, the WIP limit is increased, then he will immediately point it to the team that, hey, see here, so we have increased the WIP limit. So he triggers there. So the team,
So
we
you
are going
almost
in the
had
wrong
like a
position.
guardian of the WIP limits.
Yes.
And how did that work? Did the team have fun guarding the WIP limits?
WIP limit, yeah. So they liked the approach, because like if one person is completely to guard the team for the whole continuously, then it will be difficult. So what we did is like we have for each week we will spin the wheel and find one person to be a operator of the week. So the this option, guarding option will be changed every week. So it will be not the same person next week. So if it's the same person, then we will change it. So it changes, and no responsibility and commitment within the team will be more higher. So when one person is more committed and showing this, then every team member, okay, it's from their own person is telling us to do something. Okay, yeah, So if I'm telling, see guys, okay, let's see. So why can't we do this like that? And a lot of questions will be there. So if their own person tells that, that's a kind of kind of little bit of magic that helps within
It
the
is
team.
magic indeed. I think that's the right word, right? Like people get
Yeah.
committed to it, they get involved, and maybe they
Well,
have fun doing it. Maybe somebody
exactly.
gets a whip for the WIP
Mm.
limits, figuratively speaking, of course. Arun,
So if we talk very process oriented figuratively, then we will be like out of no the line. Yeah. So we will be coaching them. So even kids also, we have the mindset of like, no, it's always coaching. Yeah. So making them into our place and step back a little bit for some time, then we can see the real changes.
yeah, let them Scrum Master themselves for a little bit. If nothing
Little
else,
bit.
keeping the WIP limits. Arun, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for sharing that story with us.
Thanks, Devate.
All right, I hope you liked this episode. But before you hit next episode, here's the deal. This podcast is powered by people like you, the members who wanted more than just inspiration. They wanted real tools and real connection to people who are practicing Agile every day. We're talking access to over 700 hours of Agile Gold, CTO level strategy talks, summit keynotes, live workshops, e-courses, deep dive interviews, books, and if you're into No Estimates, we got the pioneers of No Estimates in those deep dive interviews as well. Agile business intelligence, creating product visions, coaching your product owner courses, you name it. You'll get invites to monthly live Q&As with Agile pioneers and practitioners, plus a private Slack community, which is free of all of that AI slop you see everywhere, and of course, without the flame wars. It's a community of practitioners that want to learn and thrive together. It's the best place to connect with community and learn together. So if this podcast has helped you before, imagine what you will get from this podcast membership. So head on over to scrummastertoolbox.org/membership and join the community that's shaping the future of Agile. And we have so much for you. So check out all the details at scrummastertoolbox.org/membership, because listening is great, it's important, but doing it together, that's next level. I'll see you in the community Slack. We really hope you liked our show. And if you did, why not rate this podcast on Stitcher or iTunes? Share this podcast and let other Scrum Masters know about this valuable resource for their work. Remember that sharing is caring.